Start by just saying awesome weekend for our athletic department, our university. Congratulations, Coach Barnes, Coach Caldwell. Just a lot of fun to watch those teams go compete and have a ton of success. Look forward to watching them here this weekend as well. Huge week for us. We're back off of spring break. Great to get on the grass with the guys today, go compete and get better. Also have the coaches clinic coming this weekend, and you know, coaches from our footprint have an opportunity to come in and be able to talk ball with us, and obviously Coach Gruden coming in and headlining the event. Be a lot of fun to have a lot of people here on campus. So open it up.
Josh, we're talking to the wide receivers today. For Nico's sake, is it important that one of those guys sort of emerge as the alpha, the number one receiver, or whatever, or can you be just as good like by committee?
Well, I think you got to be good by committee. If it's just one guy, they're able to roll coverage, you know, to a certain player. And end of the day, we're going to need all 11. But your wide receiver core group's going to have to function and operate at a really high level. It's a complete unit. Expect all those guys to continue to grow. They've been really good here the first 5 days. You know, the guys that have some experience in what we're doing have played extremely well. They've grown from where they ended the season, and you know, young guys that are getting their first taste of it have made plays. They've grown. There's a long journey still ahead for the entire group, but certainly the young guys too. But expect those guys to grow into playmakers for us.
What do you like about the group of running backs that you have this year?
Yeah, you know, strong, physical, play without the ball in their hands, you know, through the first 5 days. You know, as we continue, you know, this is day 3 for us in pads. You know, you get to scrimmage, see how they operate on game day, like scenarios. But, you know, they've done a really good job, you know, pressing the line of scrimmage, making plays. You know, the group as a whole really connected. They compete hard in the meeting room, so it's just about consistent growth from those guys.
What is it about Braylon Staley that makes you confident that he could be a key contributor come this fall?
Just how he's continued to grow, and that's, you know, last fall, the steps that he continued to take, what he's, you know, done, you know, the first 5 days of spring ball has been super consistent, has great understanding within the scope of what we're doing offensively, has the ability to recognize, identify coverage, get to the right spot, zone, man, looks, and has played really long over the middle of the football field, you know, the first part of spring ball.
Or in that wide receiver room, who's really stepped up in that leadership position?
Yeah, I don't think there's just one guy that stepped up. You know, you look at the collective group, there's not, you know, a lot of guys that have a ton of experience inside of what we're doing. They're growing individually. They're learning what leadership looks like, and you know, expect that group to continue to come together.
Josh, what does this spring look like for Boo as he kind of plays defense and offense as well? What does he have to show you guys, and what does he have to prove you guys this spring to have a role on offense in the fall?
Spring's the opportunity, you know, with your personnel, to have an opportunity to do different things with them, find out what they can't do. And the same thing as schemes, you know, offense, defense, and special teams as you try to push forward. Boo's, you know, done a really good job on the defense side of the ball. You saw him as a punt returner, electric with the ball in his hands. We've experimented with him on the offensive side of the football as well, and he's handled it really well up until this point.
Amari Jefferson comes in from Alabama, coming off this hip deal. Kind of what have you seen out of him? I know he's not been a full participant to this point, but what have you seen out of him both on and off the field? Yeah,
limited the first couple of days has kind of been building into contact here. You know, had the most work that he's had today. You know, a guy that, one, it matters for him to be here. He loves the program, the culture of the program, the way we work and compete together. He's a really smart kid. It's going to be fun to watch him just, you know, continue to grow throughout the course of spring ball.
Your scrimmage Monday night next week. We won't talk to you before that scrimmage. What's number one for this team for your first scrimmage this
Man,
spring?
first scrimmage, find out where our guys are at, game-like scenarios. Coaches off the field, they got to go handle it, manage it, operate signals, offense and defense, right? Communication, both sides of the football. Want to see guys go play extremely hard and then find out who's going to go make plays too in competitive situations. No, you can't. Yeah.
What is your assessment through 3 padded practices of the physicality of where you are?
Been really physical. This is a mature group just in how they've handled themselves up until this point as a football team, just the culture of accountability, building trust. They work and compete extremely hard. It's been extremely physical, bunch of, as we unfold our practices, individual into group work where you're competing against a guy on the other side of the ball as you're working, certain fundamentals and techniques. And then when we get into 11 on 11, been really competitive.
You've had some wide receivers that have, in their second season in your offense, really taken off, whether it be Jalen, Dante, maybe some other guys. Your guys, maybe your 3 returning guys are all in their second year. Obviously, Chris has played a lot, but this is his second year here.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's been the case for some guys that they've sort of taken off in their second seasons?
I
with
think
you?
a part of it is a credit to them and the work that they've put into it. But in year 2, it's true for every player, but in what we do offensively, the understanding of what we're doing, the decisions that they got to make, and being on the same page. Fundamentals and techniques continue to improve, but they got a great understanding, having played in it, what it looks like, what it feels like, and how they have to operate within it.
Where's Ethan Davis in his development, and kind of how far has he come, I guess, in the blocking side of things in particular?
Yeah, Ethan's done an elite job just growing through our winter. Took full advantage of the weight room. Has done a great job with his body. He's just continued to mature as a man, just how he approaches every single day. He's been really consistent. We have a great understanding of what we're getting from him every single day, and that's a credit to him, just continuing to grow as a man. And then within the scope of what we're doing offensively, he's always had the ability to play out in space. He's done a really nice job in that area. But he's continued to improve just his fundamentals and technique inside the core. As a tight end, there's so many things that you have to be able to do. You're playing wide receiver when you're split out or, releasing from the core. You got to be able to pass protect and obviously the run blocking and what he's done here the first 5 days, real credit to him.
If you could speak to the 2 transfer offensive linemen that you brought in, what you like about them in Moy and Pendleton, and what you've seen from them in their development so far.
Yeah, both of them have experience. They're mature. As far as fitting into the culture of our program, the position room, they care about the guys around them. They compete extremely hard. They have the ability, just their physical makeup to handle playing on the inside of this league, and both of them have done a nice job through the off season and in the first 5 days, understanding what we're doing. There's a lot of things going on, and when we're playing in tempo, it's happening really fast, and their understanding of what we're doing at this point, really excited about. All right, thank you all.